2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's the third round at Riviera Country Club. The Genesis Invitational is coming up next. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. And Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round, our featured player is sitting on top.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun.
This shot from about 210 yards away. Really well done. What a great opportunity here. This putt for eagle. Making an early statement today.
Just what you want to see. That is a heck of a start right there. Love to see it.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Trying to calm himself down after that eagle's last. Nicely done.
Wow, he's going to like that one. Let's go down to Henny.
This is a 225-yard shot.
And still no putter in the hand.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Magic with the short club. Needs this to drop to save par. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Teeing off here on the third. This shot is about 130 yards from the hole. That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Now let's go out to the par 3 fourth.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
And this putt has a length of 8 feet.
This one to save par.
Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that the lead is 5 shots.
This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. John, have you got a read on this one?
And I think this one's going to go right to left.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. Oh, so close, but an easy par. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 6th is a par 3. Going with the 5-iron here. And he's safely on the green. 14-footer.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Watch this one break. That one's come up short.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
A par 4 here.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4. Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here. Henny is greenside.
This is a 12-footer here.
Okay, back-to-back birdies. I'm starting to feel a little something here.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
The tee shot at number 9.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
That is just a wonderful shot. That's another green in reg.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This putt for a birdie. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. Let's move on to the next hole, but before we do, he is up by 7 shots on the leaderboard. This putt from 5 feet away.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Here's a look at the way things stand. He is ahead by 8.
On the tee of the 11th, a par 5.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
That was wonderfully done. This now, his 3rd shot. Setting up now, this one from a fairway out. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This one will be breaking quite hard to the left.
An outside chance here.
Big putt for par coming up. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Setting up now on a par 4.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just Watch everybody butcher this hole.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. 16 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Ooh. And that puddle drop. Well done. Currently now 22 under the card. The 13th hole is a par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
That is a high-quality shot. Got a lot of that one. Just 10 feet to the cup here. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. It's time for a one-shotter.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Oh, that's a quality shot from out of the sand. That should set up an easy save. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. That putt goes in. Time to make a move. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Club up. I like this play.
That's going to work nicely for him. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
How about this birdie putt? Wow. 6 feet remain. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. Time now for the par 5 17th hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
That's a really nice shot. Let's see what happens out of this greenside bunker. A chance to save par. Okay, on to the next. Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6. Now to 18, the par 4.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit that through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Wouldn't it be nice if this one went down? Henny, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
And a par to finish out the round. What a wonderful day for our featured player sitting atop the leaderboard.
Yeah, great day out there of golf. Looking forward to some of it tomorrow.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.